Hello, my name's Nat. Let's see what's making news. First up to Madagascar, where youth-led protests against the government are taking place. Here's Sass to tell us what's been going on.
For almost a month now, the streets of Madagascar have looked like this, as Gen-Zers have been protesting over a range of issues such as the cost of living and access to education.
We do not get a constant supply of electricity and water from the government. If Malagasy children are studying in darkness, where will the future of this nation be?
The protests have been inspired by other similar youth-led movements in Nepal and in Kenya.
For us as the Gen-Z, we want a change in the way the country is governed.
Things have escalated recently, with Madagascar's president Andry fleeing the country a few days ago. Madagascar's parliament then voted to impeach the president, and the military announced they'd be taking over.
We made the decision because, as I've explained several times, nothing is working in Madagascar.
Which has sparked concerns around the world, even leading the African Union to suspend Madagascar from taking part in the union's activities.
Faced with the current situation here in Madagascar, we, Generation Z, hope for a new constitution with more transparency, which also means no corruption.
Aussie Olympic swimmer Ariarne Titmus has announced she's retired from competitive swimming. She dropped the shock announcement on Instagram this morning.
I guess I've taken this time away from the sport and realised some things in my life are just a little bit more important to me now than swimming, and that's okay.
She's won 4 Olympic gold medals for Australia across the Tokyo and Paris Games and has held world records in the 200 metre and 400 metre freestyle. She walks away as one of the greatest distance swimmers ever, with messages and farewell tributes flooding in from fellow athletes. Queensland's Byron Waller, who became the youngest person to fly around Australia last year, is set to soar into the history books again as the youngest supported pilot to fly around the world. Check it out.
And touchdown. This was the moment 16-year-old Byron Waller returned back home after circling around the world.
He's a kid who just flew around the world in a Sling TSI, like this little teeny tiny aeroplane.
Yeah, he took off a few months ago with the goal of becoming the world's youngest supported pilot to fly around the world to help raise awareness for Crohn's disease, which he was diagnosed with last year.
If you asked me maybe 5 years ago if I would have done this, I probably would have been, you're crazy, I'm in hospital at the moment.
So yeah, we're here cruising along 4,000 feet.
The 45,000-kilometre journey took 9.5 weeks to complete, spanning Asia, the Middle East, Africa, Europe and North America.
Absolutely. First piece of land from this lake so far.
While the long hours in the sky were often challenging,
there's not really much to do up there. Sometimes we listen to some music and just stare outside for hours and hours.
He had the company in support of different instructors along the way. The record still needs to be formally confirmed by the World Airport Federation. But Byron says his journey was less about records and more about inspiring young people that anything is possible.
I've done it, anyone. If you want to put your mind to something and you're able to do it, just go for your dream.
Now, how long could you do absolutely nothing? Well, a new TikTok trend is seeing young people find that answer out for themselves. Here's Cushy to fill us in.
Yep, this online trend is taking over the internet right now. People are filming themselves sitting in complete silence to see how long it takes for them to get bored. The rules are pretty simple. Last as long as you can without devices, music, books, eating, sleeping and talking. And it's all being done in the hope that it might fix their attention spans and make them more patient. If you had to do this trend, how long do you think you could last?
A couple of seconds, maybe.
A couple of seconds?
I don't think I can stand still for that long.
Maybe 10 hours.
I actually tried to do it the other day, but I actually just fell asleep.
You're not allowed to sleep.
Yeah, I know, but it's just so hard.
Do you think people actually benefit from doing this trend?
These days, stuff moves very, very quickly, so I can understand why people want to slow down and take a beat.
Pretty cooked how much, like, the attention span of people right now.
Makes them to socialise outdoors.
It'll definitely sort of bring you back into the present, back into the real world.
It's a pretty extraordinary stunt, so...
Extraordinary stunt. I don't think anyone said that before.
Wow, boring stuff. That's all we've got time for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. It was actually very interesting.